This is just going to be a little update video on the Avid here. I trailered it home and gotten it moved into my shop so I can work on it a little bit more thoroughly without having to drive out to the airport. This is a 40 by 26 shop. The shop area is maybe only 25 by 26 due to that partition back there, but as you can see, it takes up a decent amount of room. The wings folded width is about 8 foot wide, and then the whole length is about 23 feet, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, and I'm not going to go remeasure right now. So far, I've pulled the water pump off. When I first got it turning over, the water pump was stuck, and I could not get it to move whatsoever. Pulled it off, and it was quite a mess. But I got most of that crap cleaned out, and whatever else, I'll get some coolant flush and flush that out, and hopefully it gets whatever out of the radiator and everywhere else. As of recently, I've also pulled the seat out, pulled fuel filter, header tank, and all of the fuel lines running up into the, I've also pulled off the shutoff valve and rebuilt that. But I'm going to I've cleaned out most of the lines. I've still got a couple lines to go. Any of these braided steel lines here, I've kept the fittings but replaced the line because it was looking a little bit nasty. Any of the rubber lines I'll go through and replace. I've gotten that one, and then I've got this one, these little AN4 lines here that need to be replaced. The fuel filter I've gotten cleaned out. It wasn't quite a sludge, but the fuel was definitely dark and yellow, and well, overall just not good looking, and stuff, stuff that you don't want to try and run an engine off of. But overall, just been cleaning the plane and looking it over and seeing whatever needs to be done on it. There's some things, the wiring, antenna wires, whatever else, could be tied up a little bit better. The pitot hose is excessively long, so that needs to get chopped down just because for aesthetics. But overall, nothing is too alarming yet. There's a little bit of rust in the cylinders. I've been working out just putting oil in and turning the engine over, but nothing too alarming yet, so we'll get it running and then do a good compression check on it and make sure everything's looking all right. I'm hoping that the fiberglass fuel tank and the wing isn't going to need to be resealed here at all, but if so, we'll cut some little slots out. We'll probably do it on the other side of the wing, but cut some little slots out per each little bay of the tank and reseal that with some fiberglass sealer. I believe I'm gonna have to rebuild this co-pilot left brake cylinder here. You can see there's no fluid in those lines there at all, and it looks like they've been leaking out on the floor mat. So either I'm gonna look in to see if there's a way to rebuild, or if I just have to buy a new cylinder. Worst case, I buy a new cylinder. As long as things continue to go smoothly, I have been looking into ordering some Hat's bush gear. It should set the landing gear width about 2 feet wider overall, 1 foot on each side. And then I'll probably look into getting some 22-inch Tundra tires because A, they look cool, and B, just a little bit more room for error on the grass strip that I'll be flying this out of. But that's all I have so far. I'm hoping that tonight I'll get the fuel lines put back together and maybe have my cooling system put back together. And if not tonight, tomorrow I'll work on it and hopefully have it running and have a video at the end of this of it running. But I'll try my best to keep posting updates and see where we get with her.